isn't there?
And it's just the camera's not on, or the encoder's not on or something.
Camera is on, the encoder is on. So maybe this doesn't work. So if I unplug that now, and plug this in here. We've got a picture.
Remember, it does have that 20 second delay, light delay.
Okay.
Have you guys won for it? Yeah. Improvement.
So why is that not working then?
Oh, got it.
So let me just, while we still got a few minutes, if that just come up.
Alright, it's already turned itself off.
All good.
Looks like we have a few minutes.
This thing's got an in and an out for some reason. Is that working or not?
Yeah, that's good.
That means I can watch it on this screen.
That's good. Oh, because it's the second HDMI.
It's an out to that one. Because it's not up at post.
Yeah, that's good.
So mine still says live stream offline. But I don't care now, I can watch it on this screen. I'll take that off. That means names are in, or? And I don't know if you have things in the right way around. You have to do your testing. Is it red closest to the blue or?
Other way around, but I don't know if it will matter too much.
Yeah. Cool. I'll remember that from now on. 50-50 chance, and of course. Mine says live stream offline. Why is that? You're watching it.
Hit a reload a couple of times.
Is this beaches? No, sea dragons. No.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Oh, that's just a little bit of a delay, isn't it?
I reckon.
Now, is it?
I started at 5. Yeah. You good? If you good, if I do that, you're all good there.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just move the camera. Super stuff. Welcome back to the WBCC. Ollie Croft in the central commentary position. That's right, Richie. It's a very good day here. Beautiful day for cricket.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cricket fans alike, welcome to another bumper clash here on Newcastle Fane Oval number 1 between the Warners Bay White Women and the Kotara Hornets. They're in yellow tonight. Warners Bay there on your screen practicing their fielding drills. They'll be out in the field. Kotara coming into bat, and it is a classic Australian evening. Sun low in the sky, daylight savings, nice breeze coming from the northeasterly direction, and a buzz of activity as it always is on Wednesday night at Fane Oval. Club training at the nets. Our Woolworths Blasters practicing over there just left of the nets. And the game about to get underway here. Batsmen making their way to the middle at the moment. And Warners Bay is an exciting night for them. They are in the hunt for their first win of the season. A narrow 7-run loss last week and 16 runs the week before. Round 1, as we know, washed out in the women's T20 plate competition. Kotara, on the other hand, undefeated and looking to keep that streak alive for a 3rd consecutive week. I'm Oliver Croft, your club commentator here at the Warners Bay Cricket Club, and tonight we have some very exclusive vision brought to you by our cameraman for the very first time, Alex Gin. He's on the lens tonight, moving the camera, as you can see there on your screen, to give us close-ups, the panoramic views, and every big hit and wicket in between. And it looks like we're all set here at Fane number 1. Boundaries laid, creases marked, batsmen coming to their way in the middle, and a light 28 degrees with a breeze tonight. Of course, you can catch all our action here at the Warners Bay Cricket Club live and exclusive in our YouTube channel only. You won't get it anywhere else. We've seen some amazing games this year. Division 3 versus the Beaches Sea Dragons, Wests versus Warners Bay, and only just recently on the weekend, Warners Bay versus Maryland Fletcher. Some enthralling matchups. Really exciting stuff to see. You can see their lineups coming across the screen now. on my live feed. So first versus 7th tonight. Some real star power in the order there. Hillier, Berzicott, Ginn, Hatton, it's all there. Some massive names, has some really good weeks. Kotara won the toss and elected to bat first. Isabel Hillier, a story she's told over the last couple of weeks. Her second ball of her first game was a wicket. So we can expect some real firepower from her tonight. First ball stays a dot. O'Neill on strike, as you can see there, down the bottom of your screen. Morrison, her partner with the willow tonight. There was an appeal, came off the top of the knees. Swing back. Couldn't quite make contact with the white ball. Having a look at the ladder in the women's T20 plate competition, Kotara undefeated on top, as are Belmont and then Warners Bay Maroon. It's Warners Bay White here tonight. Charlestown plate black, that's the top 4. And that's good swing back, and it's going to find the boundary with ease. Kotara rack up their first runs. It's a boundary from O'Neill. She moves to 4. That's a nice looking shot from the middle there. And as you can see there, for the first time in our club's history, we've got lens on where the ball's gone to the boundary, thanks to our cameraman Alex Ginn here tonight. Taking a look at the ladder, top 4, Kotara, Belmont, Warners Bay Maroon and Charlestown plate black. As I just mentioned before, Merriweather West, Maryland Fletcher, Charlestown plate white, Warners Bay white, and Newcastle City all rounding out the bottom of the table. And it's powerhouse competition. Maryland Fletcher, Charlestown plate, Warners Bay white, and Newcastle City. They're all winless, and Warners Bay white bowling here tonight are one of those teams looking for their first win. Hillier again to O'Neill. Went for a swing, got through the keeper's gloves, chance for a run out, gets it in. Good effort from the Warners Bay girls. So T20 format here tonight in the women's plate competition. First over completed, none for 5. Nice figures from Isabel Hillier. Just the 4 from the over. Slip in place, gully in place as well. Covers manned heavily. And 2 out on the leg side boundary. Fine leg in play as well. Well spread field here tonight, Fane Oval. Remington. Nice ball, good pace. So Morrison yet to face a ball yet tonight. O'Neill doing the heavy lifting. And that one misses the stumps, which must have been a bare margin. Fine leg in pursuit. It's going to carry. Believe that one might be 4 leg buys. Not sure if there was quite any bat on it. And there's just some directions from the keeper as to where perhaps some fielders should go to stop any more of those runs being conceded. 4 leg buys added to the team's tally. O'Neill's remains unchanged. That one wanted to go. sent back. Good tight field here at the Warners Bay Cricket Club. And good numbers all around the oval for training blasters, and a nice crowd come along to watch this game as well. And that one heaved from the middle, clears over the tops of the fielders' heads. O'Neill plays it aerial and racks up 4 more runs. Good honesty from the fielder out there. Would have been a contentious decision. O'Neill moves her total to 8. Decisive leave. Good bowling from Remington. End of the second over. O'Neill will come to the other end for a break after 2 overs of solid batting. Managed to get 8 runs for her team. 1 extra just so far. And Killia's going to come back on for another spell. None for 4 so far tonight. Doing well to keep out the bowling attack of Hillier. A similar block shot each time. Tries to whip it around. O'Neill was quick off the mark, trying to get all the way to the double end. Calls for a 2, and they decided to wait it out just short of their pitches for a bit, and eventually just say we'll stick with the single. Morrison off. That one, nice knock of wood from the middle. Quick single. Good fielding from Warners Bay, just 1 to come in the over now. And didn't know what to do with that one, but came off the right side of the bat. It's going to run fast on this oval. It's a good curated ground. Well looked after by the groundsman, past and previous curators of the Warners Bay Cricket Club. End of the third. Isabel Hillier, remarkable figures. None for 7, just 2 off that last ball. Looks like Remington might come back on for a bit more fast-paced. If you caught any glimpses of our YouTube channel over the last couple of days, you would have seen that the original scheduled match for tonight was Masters taking on Cardiff Boolaroo in their last home game of the season, but it wasn't to be. Cardiff Boolaroo pulling out a late forfeit card. And straight through him! Warners Bay gets their first wicket. And the stumps have been rattled well by Remington. They've come flocking to the middle like seagulls to chips. 1 for 16 at Fane Oval. Nice looking ball from Remington. Good pace, nice line and length, and found the woodwork she was looking for. And Kotara will need a substitute to come out and help them keep batting. Good innings from O'Neill, 9 runs. Got the Hornets off to a very fast start. Played some nice shots, but my personal favourite was probably one she picked up off the one bounce and found it all the way to the boundary. That was a really nice shot. Takes a fair bit of training to pull a shot like that. She pulled it beautifully. So new batsman to the crease now. Let's have a look. It looks to be Sunderland. What can Remington come up with this time to the new batsman? Similar looking ball. Must have missed the stumps by a bit. Good defect from the pads. Then isn't that a nice feeling to look at your scorecard? A Remington 1 for 4, and the first ball of your second is a wicket. Yeah, nice pace, big appeal for the pads. Lots of excitement, especially from the keeper and slip. They were quite confident. Umpire not to be swayed. It's an LBW wicket, this one. There were 2 LBW wickets here on Saturday when Division 1 were taking on Maryland Fletcher. That game was exciting. Certainly told the tale of 2 teams, that's for sure. Kept out solidly from Morrison. She's had a solid 7 balls. And that lady on your screen there, Remington, the only wicket taker of the night so far. Many more to come, hopefully. That one on the pads again. Good consistency from Remington, finding the pads each and every time with the Hornets. Good over from Remington. 1 for 5 off 2. Kotara 1 from 19 off 4 overs. So fine leg's been pushed back a little bit deeper. Somebody's situated on what they known as cow corner. And covers have found their way back a little bit. There's a new bowling run up being marked. It's Amber Bugden. She's going to work some magic with the white ball. Hopefully using some well placed fingers on the seam and nice northeasterly loopy start. Pops it up. Swallowed by Bugden. First ball, first wicket. Roll the replays every angle you got. How is the wow factor on that? Set him up like a Lego set. And found the top of the bat and just swallowed it. Well, Warners Bay caught and bowled. Amber Bugden 2 for 19. Morrison leaves. And great pitches from the middle there. The team coming together as one to celebrate their second wicket of the night. Good stuff from Bugden. A nice loopy ball. And it's hard to play balls like that. They're tricky. All you can do is throw the bat at it and hope it doesn't get caught. On that occasion, not so lucky for Morrison. Whitney Morrison, 4 from 9. Good contributor of the night. Let's see what Bugden can come up with on this ball. Similar sort of ball. Amber knows what's worked. She's going to try and stick to that. Comes out to meet it this time. New batsman, Fernance. Be important to learn how to play this loopy spin bowler. Things can go wrong quite fast. Lots of clapping from the outfield. This is some really good bowling from Bugden. She's on track for what looks to be a wicket maiden so far. That one came out to meet it, had to hurry back into the crease, missed the stumps. Almost time for a stumping nearly. And that was a clinic from Amber Bugden. A wicket maiden, 1 for none to start the night. An exciting over, no doubt. Plenty more chances. Sunderland coming back on. This is Remington now. Called a wide ball. Of course, you're watching Warners Bay White versus the Kotara Hornets. Exclusive to the Warners Bay Cricket Club. We wouldn't be able to do it without Warners Bay Sports Club, Hub Consultants, Subway Warners Bay, Farm Fresh Meats, Affordable Yardman, and the Cardiff Car Clinic. That one straight through middle stump. Beautiful ball from Remington. That's the second time she's found middle stump tonight. 2 bowled, 2 for 6. And that's a beautiful callback ball after she first bowled a wide, and now she finds her second wicket of the night. And look at the smiles on their faces. Just a wholesome moment when you take a wicket in cricket. Sutherland gone a little earlier than she would have liked on her third ball of the night. But Euphoria really charging through the veins of the cricketers out there tonight for the Warners Bay Cricket Club. That's their third in 5 overs. Taking a look at what scores have been conceded tonight. 9, 4 and 0. 7 extras is where most runs would probably be coming from. So, what does Remington have this ball? So far it's been the Remington and Bugden show tonight. They're the wicket takers so far. Remington 2, Bugden 1. This will be a good dynasty to watch. Swing and a miss. Good pace. Wonder if we might be able to get a close-up of Rimington's face at the end of the over, seeing how she's feeling after her second wicket of the night, depending on how the rest of this plays out. That one, ooh, dangerous areas. Bottom edged it. The spin of the ball just rolled it ever so slightly to the stumps. There was a conservative bat to stop it. So there she is there on screen. Rimington, 2 wicket taker tonight so far. Heading back to our run up. You saw just then nothing but determined and excited at the prospect of the next ball. Great angles, thank you to Alex Ginn, our cameraman tonight. He's also president of the Warners Bay Cricket Club, and a very, very good decision to bring our own frog box to the mix for this summer. Some big moments. Was there bat on that? Umpire says no. There was good excitement though from the outfield. Maybe thought Rimington can't quite have a wicket maiden, hence the wide at the start, but she can certainly not give any more than what she has. Full of toss. And there's a chase on, beats the fielder all the way to the boundary. 4 runs to round out the over. Gagan gets off. Three for 24 at the end of the 6th. And new bowler coming back on now. This is Bugden, if I'm not mistaken. The loopy spinner of the night. Similar ball. This is Fernand's. Again, beats the bat, beats the stumps. So, Warners Bay, hot start tonight. They are in pursuit for their first win of the season after a narrow couple of weeks. Their last week's loss was just 7 runs, week before that 16. And this will be their 3rd game of the season. They haven't played much. Round 1 was washed out, as you know. Emma Bugden just got this touch of professionalism about her bowling. Just seems to have this effect to draw the batsman out of their crease, thinking it's a ball they can come and smack, and next minute, you know, they've got to hurry back to their crease to avoid the stumping. That one, umpire gives it out. There was a tickle on the edge, and the keeper just gloved it well. Warners Bay, 4th wicket of the night. There it is on the replay. There was a nice juggle, and eventually it was solid in the mitts, and it's a solid W on the scorecard. 4 for 24 off 6.5 overs. Fernand's goes, none for 9. Great images here on our screen. Every wicket come to the middle, high-fiving smiles, good to see. And new partnership will have to be formed in the middle. Gagan meeting her new partner. Very much 8. And look at that. Just parting out now. Very much a bowling wicket here at Fane Oval. If you joined us on Saturday for our coverage of Division 1 men's, Warners Bay versus Maryland Fletcher, Warners Bay all bowled out for 77. And would you believe it? They got within 3 wickets of bowling Maryland out as well. Hot start here in the middle of Fane number 1. A classic Australian night. Shadows of the clubhouse starting to creep their way closer to the boundary. Couple of flies in the air. Good cricket. Can hear the birds in the trees, see the magpies getting around. Utes and cars. It is the classic Australian spot to be tonight, Fane Oval. Stoyne was the new partner at the crease. So 3 overs till drinks. We'll take drinks at the 10th over, hence the T20 format. And Gagan loads up, wants the boundary, gets close. What's the call from the outfield? Don't think it was a boundary. Hannah Remington coming back on now. That one, higher ball, tossed up in the air, lost it in the sky, called a no ball regardless, wouldn't have been out. Maybe just slipped out the top of the hand. Happens to the best of us, Remington. Shorter pace ball that time. That one also called a no ball, so no balls can be called for a range of reasons, of course, bowled above the head, the double bounce, or overstepping the crease, the bowling crease. And that one whipped away down fine leg. There'll be someone back to stop it, not quite. Beats everybody and trickles over for 4 more runs for the Kotara Hornets. That brings up the total of 30, 4 for 30. Gagan, nice looking shot. She moves herself to 9 runs. And the best individual score for the Hornets tonight have been 9 runs. So can Gagan beat that? She's equaling it now. And that one, similar sort of shot, a little bit wider from where she whipped it to fine leg. 4 more runs. Back-to-back boundaries off Remington's bowling. Gagan opening it up now. Want to play straight hit. Good call back ball from Remington. Gets down on one knee. And they're just going for the quick single tonight. Good effort from the field there. Keeping them to the 1 single. And Remington can field one of her own. She has 1 more ball left in her innings. Oh, her over, sorry, Hannah Remington. Oh, not quite, perhaps that was the last one. Apologies. These crystal clear pictures brought to you by our new Frogbox camera, covering 1 to 2 week games a week here at Fane Oval of the Warners Bay Cricket Club versus their opposing team. Look out, Star Power's come back on. Amber Bugden, 2 for none off 2 overs. They are fantastic figures. And Bugden just getting ready for another fantastic over. Some slight adjustments in the field. Oh, and that one perhaps inches from the top of middle stump. hopped over it like a kangaroo over a barbed fence. If it landed 5 or 6 centimetres a little bit further from where it did, would have been a real chance to hit the woodwork. That's time it did. Called it well, puts it just where she needed to, and she gets her third. Amber Bugden on absolute fire tonight. The Kotara Hornets can't keep her out. 3 for none. Middle stump once more. And look at the smile on Bugden's face. Just loving what she's doing with the white ball tonight. Gagan, best innings of the night. 14 runs off 12 balls. Number 5 falls. And that loopy style bowling is what Kotara are struggling to keep out. Planted it a little short of the ball before, and it was just inches off the top of middle stump. Therefore, if you just put it a little bit more full up, 5 more centimetres of where you put the last one, it's likely to knock onto the stumps, and that's exactly what Bugden did. What she can do is just amazing with the ball. So this is Sarah Curl out there now. Stoyne and Curl, new partnership formed. And keeper saw the need for a stumping there. Would have that been a wicket if she got that? Curl playing some nice shots out here, keeping Bugden out. And dead ball. Redo it again. The bows just come off. Northeasterly breeze. It is a blowy ground down here at Fane Oval, situated in Warners Bay, Lake Macquarie, Newcastle area. Maybe about 100 metres down the road from the Lake Macquarie, the largest living salt water in Australia. So there's always a bit of a sea breeze. Bugden, look at that. 3 overs and no runs. 3 wickets though. And that is some remarkable figures. 1 more over to come till drinks now. She'll take her spot back in the field, facing clubhouse side. And hung low. The bowling attack of the Warners Bay Cricket Club has been top tier tonight. This is Betsy Burzicott. She's coming back on for her first spell of the night, so she's not coming back on. Apologies. And that one, aerial, short of the fielder, and quick running from the Hornets. It was Stoyne who was running to the danger end. Took it on with everything she had. Betsy's ball just a little bit wide there. So game day for our women's sides today. Warners Bay Maroon playing Newcastle City this afternoon. They're away. They were home last weekend on Frog Box. I apologise for the lack of commentary on that one. But no doubt some good footage from that game, trying to cover as many teams as we can here at Warners Bay. Long summer awaits with the frog box. Crept out of the crease. Hard throw. Bugden was onto it. Good applause. Berzicott tidying up her figures. Now, get around the Warners Bay Cricket Club socials. Warners Bay Women's Cricket have their own Instagram handle. That one kept out. It is Warners Bay Women's Cricket. And some great stuff going up on there. Match day, the lot. And a special notable post to Chelsea Venny in round 3. She was part of this white team last week. She got 67 not out. That's a nice looking total, and there was absolutely more to come. Some good stats from her. And so we reach the halfway mark, which is 10 overs. They're swapping ends now. They'll come from the new road end rather than the cricket net end now. Now, I don't know how many people are across it, but there's a trend that goes around schools at the moment. It's called 6-7, and the meaning of it's quite unclear, but there's a hand juggling motion, and you sort of go 6-7, sort of drag out the nouns in it. And I don't know about you, I don't fully understand it. I'm more of a 6 wickets for 7 runs type of guy rather than just 6-7, but it's a trend, and I'm sure the significance is not lost on the people who saw that post. So, little fun fact there. Probably showing my youth a bit, saying that. So, a few directions from the wicket keeper, pushing some people down to fine leg covers, the like. So this is Naomi Hatton coming on now, and that one full toss. And the fielder stopped it well on the boundary. It just bounced up in front of her and rolled horizontal to it. So they actually ran 3 by the looks of things. So Naomi had it off to an eventful start. Good impulsive save on the boundary rope there. That one called a wide. So Hutton for a third, and that one plays it aerial, fielder back to stop it. Mere steps off maybe being able to swallow a catch at some stage. So Hatton to Stoyne, and there was a chorus of oohs from the clubhouse side. Close call. Hatton to Stoyne, meets it on the full. There's a top edge. They're coming in with the sun. Chance for a run out. And that was an aggressive throw to the ground. And probably an unfortunate bounce off the edge of the pitch. Fantastic effort from Bugden. Would have hit the pitch, would have hit the wicket, sorry, if it just didn't fall short of the side of the pitch. And lots of encouragement for the dot balls now coming for Naomi Haddon. She's bowled 3 this over. None for 5. This time they get off the mark. Stoyne winds up and is not holding any prisoners tonight. 4 more runs adding onto the tally, 5 for 48. So Hatton rounds at her over. Stoyne finding some rhythm out there at the crease. She's been out there for an over and a half. I think this is Burzicott coming back on. And again, close. Curl finding her rhythm also. Betsy Burzicott's going to try and hinder that as much as she can. She is a fantastic bowler. Good talent. So that extra will bring up 50 runs for the Kotara Hornets, 5 for 50 off an 11.5 overs. Curl and Stoyne, equal contributors. That skipped through everybody. The top edge had slips and keeper diving for it. And there's calls for many runs. They've just run 2, and I think they're going to hold it at 2. Didn't find the boundary, wasn't enough run on it. Had everybody sprawling for it. So there was good effort, no doubt. Bodies on the line for a catch like that. And that one, similar sort of ball, not really much air time on it to get a glove or a hand. That one's buys. So good sweeping chase from fielder out there, Tori Ginn. Burzicott doing a fantastic job with the bowling, standing tall at the crease, ripping the arm down. And they're looking for 2. Fantastic efficient running from the Kotara Hornets here at Fane number 1. Good strides back and forth. So Betsy finishes up. She's going to go and wait at straight hit boundary. dead opposite the keeper, just down the other end. Five for 55 in the 12th. Stoin and Curl. And that one came off the bat. Funny way to get out, really. It was a very loopy ball, and it bounced up, and instead of just maybe leaving it to go through, it just came off the bat and fell straight into the keeper's gloves. Easy catch. Fantastic wicket. It was Llewellyn Dent, by the sounds of it, bowling. So Llewellyn Dent, she's another one that can claim her 1-for-none wicket. The 6th falls for Kotara. Sarah Curl. Good effort tonight. Solid effort. Kotara doing well this evening. Some nice shots from the middle. Some great sportsmanship and...
Yeah, go on.
And Llewellyn Dent will continue on her merry way, seeing what wicket she can take. And second in a row! Llewellyn Dent strikes like lightning. And she ploughs the stumps with the efficiency of a John Deere machine. Middle stump. And Llewellyn Dent just chewing through what's remaining now. And Warners Bay rolling on hard and fast to potentially their first win of the season. If they can keep this up and get firing with the bat, this will be some game. It is some game. And the massive maroon in the middle. So would you look at this, if you would believe it, Llewellyn Dent has come to fame with nothing but intent to take wickets tonight, and she finds herself on the verge of every bowler's dream. A hat-trick ball. 2 in a row, one caught behind, one straight through the middle stump. And that one was a similar ball. And the noise from the clubhouse said it all, how close it came to the 3rd wicket of her night. So, that one, a little wide. Seven for 55. That one went high. Nothing called of it. No wide. No ball. Perfectly legal ball. Takes him down to a dot. Masterful bowling. Again, close to the stumps. Well, what a fantastic oval for Llewellyn Dent. 2 for 1 off her first over. Bosworth and Stone out there. and face of happiness, contentment, and just casually batting away the flies. 2 wickets to the 1 over, no big deal. I'll stand ready to take a catch or so, or two, hopefully. She'll come back on soon. This is a change of bowler, new bowler for the night now. Luella's come back on for her first over. Now it is now Tori Ginn. Lots of good encouragement from the outfield. Some fantastic sportsmanship on display tonight from the Hornets and Warners Bay. That one serves it on the full, and Stone just meets it with contempt. And much like the characteristic of a Hornet, just stings it. Found close to the boundary, but not quite. And that one plays aerial, plays it risky, just over the fielder's head by about a metre or so. Fast outfield, won't carry it to the boundary. And the throw just slightly skew. So Stone liking that one knee shot at the moment. The field is being spread, but no boundaries conceded. Some really good fielding. So that one added to the bank of no balls tonight. Bosworth about to face her 5th ball this evening. Hits it straight to a fielder. They've decided to run. Can Jin get a run out? I think she has. She caught it. The fielder was selfish, palmed it off, gave it to Jin, and all Jin had to do was find the bails. She did that extremely well. And bowler Tori Ginn, and she also ran her out at the same time. And the 8th wicket falls for the Kotara Hornets. It's Bosworth decided to run to the danger end, and they'd crossed in the middle, so it was Stone who got off unscathed. And a testament to Tori's hard work in pre-season and season. Showing up to training, practicing her bowling and her batting well, and that run out has left smiles on the faces of all of them this evening. So Ginn, ready again. That one might carry the slips just short. So Stone and what I would assume to be Coit is out there. Again, I just swung a bit too early. There was a bit of bat on it. The fielder knocks it sideways in the slide. This is Everett out there now. Jin finishes her over. with a wicket in hand, mind you. Great start for Tor again. One for 9. Now the run out doesn't necessarily go to her figures by the looks of that, but we'll make sure to keep mentioning it each time she comes on. This is over number 14 coming up now. Six overs to come in the T20 format. 8 for 64, 2 more wickets to obtain. The Warners Bay Cricket Club women. Top of middle. This is Hill. Amelia Hill bowling tonight. First ball, dot ball, good start. New batsman Everett set to face. Picks it up on the full. Good fielding effort. So Stone, top scorer for tonight. Previous best score was 9. It's now 15. She's had a very solid night with the Willow. Warner's Bay bowling some real tempting balls at the moment. Warners Bay Maroon, they're away playing Newcastle City tonight. This is Warners Bay White versus the Kotara Hornets. So Kotara up 66 off 14 overs. If you think about it, maybe reasonable score would be just over 100 at this rate. They did elect the toss. They did win the toss and elect to bat first. So Hill not having much luck with the stumps, going to remeasure the run up. Good looking ball from Amelia Hill. Anitra Thomas-Williams out there. She was captain in round 2. Played wicketkeeper for a bit tonight. Swapped out halfway. 10 over mark. 8 for 67. And another dot ball to the total. And rounds out the 14th over. 5 more to go before the total is sealed, cut off, and Warners Bay will be sent in to chase. Luella Dent coming back on. Second ball, she took a wicket last over. Caught behind by the keeper. Stone rips one from the middle, nearly swallowed in the outfield. Sun. Difficult angle with the sun coming down at Fane Oval. So she was just shy of a hat-trick as well last over. She has been the excitement of the night. 2 wickets in a row. Good commitment from Anitra Thomas-Williams. Second time this over, Luella's remeasured at her run up, just making sure everything's where she wants it to be to get maximum wickets tonight. And one signal to no ball. Bounced a few too many times. One slipped out the top of the hand. Punished by the Hornets. It's Everett. She brings up her first boundary of the night on her 9th ball. She moves to 6 runs for her personal score. She moves the teams to 75. And there's confusion in the middle about who will run and which way. Slight misfield as well. Came out the back of the hand in the attempt to rush it into the keeper. Again, meets the loopy ball on the full. Couple of the Hornets having a good time at Fayetteville in their away fixture. So Luella Dent finishes her over, a bit of everything in it. Couple of no balls, couple of dots, boundary, and a few singles to add to the total. This is Hatton coming back on the number 18. Plays it aerial, plays it straight to covers. Fell short for the catch. Swayed a little bit lower. Maybe a little bit less pace on it from Haddon this time. So Stone, she's been out here for a solid 21 balls, 17 runs. That one skips over the top edge. So they've got 4.5 more overs to start and bring up some fast runs, otherwise known as the go time as they sometimes call it. They're at 77 now, 2 wickets in hand. Kay Stone's been their best batter so far tonight, so it might be up for her to hold her wicket with her partner and make these runs. And every little single will start stack up now for the Hornets. That one missed everything and unlucky to do so. Digs it out. Wombat style to the outfield. Nice full pitched ball from Naomi Hatton. And Tori Ginn's going to be called back on for a spell. None for 13 off 2 for Naomi Hatton. Just 3 off that over. 8 for 79 at the end of the 17th. Of course, we do it all thanks to Next Gen Physio, Anderson Pest Services and Harcourts. Newcastle Insurance Group helping along the way. Are you paying too much for your business or personal insurance? Or do you not know if you're covered correctly? Call Newcastle Insurance Group now to get a free comparison. Live and exclusive on our Frog Box. Warners Bay White versus the Kotara Hornets. Tori Ginn with the white ball. She's had none for 9 tonight. Handy run out though. Doesn't get added to her bowling figures. And Stone plays it aerial all the way over the boundary. That was a lovely hit. 6 runs. And like a cannon from the middle. Launches it high and long. So 8 for 80. 20 off the 100. Again, plays it aerial. No chance of a catch out there. Fall short. And she has been an absolute weapon tonight, Kay Stone. 18 off 24. Largest run scorer tonight, and including a couple of boundaries and 1-6. Bottom edged it. Lucky to get away. And the efficiency of Stone's backing up has also been quite impressive. That one nicked and thrown into the stump straight away. Definitely thought there was a tickle on the bat. The keeper gloved it and had it to the stumps in a flash. Stone holds her ground. And again, Tori Ginn bowling some dangerous areas to finish off her over. So last 2 overs before totals cut off. Warners Bay must chase. This is where the exciting stuff happens. Batsmen tend to go big, tend to go long or hard. And you tend to bring back on your apex bowlers to mop up the bottom order. 2 wickets in hand. Stone and Everett are the ones out there. Stone 25. Hilliard's coming back on. Straight hit down the ground. Burzcott's out there. Drops the knee. The pace gets picked up. So Helia wicketless. None for 8. If you can recall 2 weeks ago, her second ball of her first game of the season was a wicket. It was one of the stories of the year that played out on Frog Box. Seen some great teams come to Fane Oval and seen some great victories from our own club. Hillier again. Top edged it, slips. Had an effort there. Good try. So we're just ticked over to 12 minutes past 6 here at Fane Oval, Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Daylight savings time. Plenty of time to play into the night. That one, again, went to play big. Hilliers line and length not allowing for it. Hornets that have been bowled out, caught out this evening, and now practicing their fielding just to the right of the camera. So star power Kay Stone back at the striker's end. She's on 26. Just the quick single for her this time round. She'll be happy with a not out total tonight. Or if so, maybe a 30. Currently at 92 now, the team total. Hillier finishes off a respectable over. Always good to have no boundaries in the last 2 overs. Hillier's done that half. Last 6 balls of the innings now. Remington's come back on 2 for 10 she's had tonight. Let's hope she can pick up maybe a 3rd or a 4th here. Full ball. Stone plays at aerial. Dead space. Quick single, so run rate becomes important now. Warners Bay have come extremely close to bowling these Hornets all out. Just 2 more to get. Down the leg side. And Stone was so fast off the mark. She pulled a single from the clouds. Just wouldn't expect any runs off that, but she was ready and raring to run. Giving her partner the runs. Everett pushes herself up to 14. She's had a good night. P. Everett. So 93, something over 100 would be good for the Hornets now. A couple of boundaries would help them along their way. Stone's going to have to lead from the front foot, figuratively and literally. Just the single. Fantastic bowling from Warners Bay. They're not allowing anything through their outfield. That one down the leg side again. No wide signalled again. Kay Stone. Hot footed. So was signalled a wide. We'll have to redo that one. Remington, sorry. Stone mates it. So last ball of the Hornets innings coming in now. They're on 98. 2 runs would see them to 100. Off the top edge, coming in from all directions. Stone's hot-footed down to the other end. Gets the single. And that is innings break here at Fane Oval, number 1 on this sunny Wednesday night. Or not quite. Have I missed one? There's one more to come because of that wide ball. Apologies. Not quite there yet. 99. Last ball of the innings now. Apologies. And Stone pretty much charges it for a single. And she brings up 100 runs for the Kotara Hornets Cricket Club. That's innings break here at Fane Oval, number 1, Warners Bay, New South Wales, Australia. The Hornets 8 for 100 off 20 overs. They elected to bat first. And there it is, 101 runs to win for the Warners Bay Cricket Club. Kay Stone, the best tonight, 31 not out. We'll get through best bowlers, best batsmen in a minute. But this Warners Bay White side, they're on their home turf with their home fans. They're chasing their first win of the season. And the Hornets are undefeated. This would be a massive upset from 7th place to 1st place if the Warners Bay Cricket Club could get up tonight. The Hornets would be well and truly shocked if they were beaten, but Warners Bay is showing all the signs of doing that. Right now it's time to get some drinks, align the batting order, find out the game plan, because it's game on at Fane Oval number 1. 20 overs for 101 runs to win, 10 wickets to do it all. It's the Warners Bay Cricket Club White versus the Kotara Hornets in the yellow uniform this afternoon. We'll be back after drinks to bring you more action live and exclusive on Frogbox. Thank you. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cricket fans alike of the Warners Bay Cricket Club and Kotara Hornets, welcome back to innings number 2 here at Fane Oval number 1. The Warners Bay Cricket Club, they're chasing 101 runs to win off 20 overs. They took 8 wickets in the process of that, bowling to the Kotara Hornets. And it's now up to them to have a crack at making those 101 runs, bearing in mind that the Kotara Hornets are first and undefeated in the women's T20 plate competition. Warners Bay were 7 runs short of their first win of the season last week, and so now it's all about if they can achieve that elusive first win. The elation, euphoria and celebrations will go well into the night if they do. And how good is this? Midweek Wednesday cricket. First ball, Vincent to Hatton. Starts off with a dot ball. So, as you know, the Masters and the women's play Wednesday night T20 cricket gives us a fix until Saturday can come along with our suburban cricket, and then our grade cricket goes on Saturday and Sunday. Warners Bay doesn't quite have a role in grade cricket. However, we do field 8 divisions of 9. That's a good shot from Hatton. Meets it on the full with a volley. And second ball, it's a boundary. 4 runs goes to Naomi Hatton and the Warners Bay Cricket Club's total. Good shot from the number 21. She's out there with Rachel Wart tonight, is her batting partner. And perhaps you're jumping between 2 Frog Box games tonight, because our Warners Bay Maroon side are playing Newcastle City at Newcastle City's home ground. Now, Warners Bay were also bowling first to Newcastle City tonight and bowled them out for just 50 runs. So they're in the batting now, trying to chase 50 over here at Fane Oval. They're trying to chase double 50 runs, 101 to win. Apologies, that's Rachel Ward who hit that first boundary. And might have thought the batsman was short of their crease there, but not quite. So it's Rachel Ward off to the fast start. Quick single, making runs hard and fast off this first over. Rockets into the pads. The enthusiasm tonight is terrific from the Hornets and Warners Bay Cricket Club alike. Appealing and calling for everything. And not quite the end of the over yet. There was a no ball bowled in amongst that, so they'll have to redo one more ball. Rachel Ward getting down low, trying to play it onto the onside. Taking a look at the Warners Bay Maroon playing Newcastle City, 4.5 overs. They're 2 for 10 at the moment.
When it come round, a little, you're in your batsman's eyesight. Like you're just in line with them.
So the Frog Box scorecard just trying to catch up with the change of that no ball in the last over. We'll get a read on who's bowling and the exact amount of runs scored off that first over. Over 5, I believe. And there we go, all fixed now. None for 7 off the first. Morrison, she was good with the bat tonight. She's now in for a bowl. Carves it out. Naomi Hatton gets down the other end for a signal. So Rachel Ward is the batsman you see on your screen right now. Alex Ginn, our club president, is playing cameraman tonight. Now, if you're aware that it was actually Masters that was meant to be broadcasted on our Frog Box tonight, something different. It was their last home game of the season against Cardiff Boolaroo, but Cardiff Boolaroo pulled out a late forfeit around 3 o'clock this afternoon, so we just moved the Frog Box one field over and thought we'd take a look at our Warners Bay Women's White versus the Kotara Hornets, which has been just as good as a move. 101 they're chasing, bottom of your screen there. And with that cancellation of the game has come our terrific cameraman Alex Ginn. He's going to zoom in on the batsman for a bit and keep an eye on the technique they're using, their stance. And Naomi Hatton playing some nice defensive shots at the moment. Flicked it around their legs. No chance for a run there. Dangerous. So end of the second over. The Hornets going through them quickly. This might be Vincent coming back on. None for 10. 5 off each over. Hatton 2. Wart 5. Both 7 balls each. Wart digs it out. Solid hit from Hatton. Again, Naomi getting it around the legs. Hatton. So Vincent, strong over. Keeping Hatton right on strike. She's been there 11 balls, just the 2 runs. Top edge is it. Gonna be a big chase, but I think she might have just had enough wood on it for 4 runs, and she has. Handy little top edge finds a boundary for Naomi Hatton, her first of the night. 6 runs from 12 balls, and the team total to 15. Vincent finishes an expensive first 2 overs. Morrison to Wart, and Wart just winds back. And it was definitely going to be a boundary, but the fielder of Vincent was just straight back, pegged the stumps and everything. Well hidden in the crease was Hatton, but Wart loaded up like a cannon and just launched it with everything she had. First ball of the 3rd. Again, no chance of running with some nice bowling from Morrison. And that one just hangs it back on the back foot. They're going to peg to the bowler's end. Wart safe. She moves to 7 runs. That one called a wide. Stops well short of the boundary rope, that one. Morrison has a well-placed field. And that one, Wart just finds the gap and threads it like she's knitting a blanket. Well placed, well timed. Plenty of runs. 4 runs for Rachel Wart. Moves to 11. Team total 23 or 4 overs. Good run rate. And the first place Hornets will be searching for a wicket hopefully sometime soon. not-out partnership to finish the Hornets batting innings this afternoon. She's going to come on for an attack with the white ball. Naomi Haddon will have to face. Easy way of remembering these batsmen on your screen tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if the scoreboard gets muddled. Naomi Hatton will be in the green helmet, so you can think Hatton for hat, and Rachel Wart will be without the helmet in the hat. So shadows starting to creep a little bit further along the Fane Oval field at the moment. And that one straight through onto the middle stump. P. Everett, 3 dots, found the right place and the right stump, middle stump. Naomi Haddon is gone, 7 runs off 17 deliveries, and Warners Bay lose their first, 1 for 23 of 4.4 overs. So that one potentially hung a little bit lower on Hatton there. Good start to the night. She batted some really nice shots, and no doubt a great partner to have in the middle. This looks to be Anitra Thomas-Williams coming to the crease now. She'll have to deal with P. Everett. And a warm applause as she comes back to the clubhouse. She's had a good start to the night. P. Everett, first wicket taker for the Hornets. First sting, as they would say. Thomas Williams marking middle. Defensive shot to kickstart her batting campaign tonight, Anitra Thomas-Williams. That one dealt with, dispatched over the leg side. Brings up her first boundary on her second ball, Anitra Thomas-Williams. A great callback after a wicket taking over, and a meeting in the middle to confirm that. The plan onwards is to well and truly go for it. 5 overs, 27 runs. They're off to a flyer, the Warners Bay Cricket Club. The Hornets can't quite contain them at the moment. Warts just wanted to wait on it. And good running from the Warners Bay Cricket Club. Wart got off the mark there, and it could have been dangerous, but there was some fast-paced running there. And Anitra Thomas-Williams carves it off the back foot all the way to the fine leg boundary. Stop short. Comes back on strike, more of a Emma Bugden loopy bowl that one. Trouble at the other end. Diving effort from Anitra Thomas-Williams, got there safe eventually, but a good shot from Rachel Ward, just picked the gap, and the captain putting everything on the line, including her body right now. Front foot defence, bit of spin playing at right now. That one just came off the side of the bat, slid right off, and that cricket pitch still very much in full sunlight this afternoon, so the fielders on the leg side having to look into the sun, but also to those batsmen in the pads and the gloves probably feeling the heat a bit. Swing and a miss from Ward. So Stone, greatest show woman tonight. She put on a masterclass of 30 plus runs, not out, and her first bowling over dipped in a little bit of everything, wides, dots and runs, all repetitively. Rachel Ward, 13 runs from 16 deliveries, and Anitra Thomas-Williams, 6 runs from 5 deliveries. On strike. Now keep in mind that the women, they change ends every 10 overs, so not every over like they do in the division cricket on a Saturday. Every 10 overs they swap over, so each team should bowl 10 overs from each end. P. Everett's going to come back on. She's 1 for 4 off 1 tonight. Fantastic stuff. Coming back on to make a dent in the 6th over. Thomas-Williams bends, displays it to the outfield. So Everett's bowling hanging a little low on Rachel Ward, just similar bat positioning and the way she's swinging the bat each time, but those balls just hanging really low, almost short in the sense that when they bounce, they don't bounce up very far, maybe certain spot on the pitch holding it up a bit longer than what might be intended. That one top edged, coming in from everywhere, falls short. And a solid call not to run on that one. Anitra Thomas-Williams, she was running to the danger end, but they could have both been in danger if they went any further. Great angles on our frog box. Camera being worked well by club president Alex Ginn. This is some fantastic footage that'll be looked back on by players and committee members and cricket fans alike, just in general, of Newcastle District Cricket. This is the women's T20 plate competition, Wednesday nights. This is round number 4. Coming to you from Fane Oval, Warners Bay in Newcastle, Australia, New South Wales. And Everett rounds out her over. 4 dot balls. 1 for 35. Stone off to a good start. And Rachel Ward winds back. Stopped short of the boundary in the outfield, but she's building an innings nicely. Really good cricket being played tonight. Nature Thomas Williams was going to well and truly launch that one onto Fane Oval number 2. You can see all that blank space in the background. I've got no doubt if her bat connected with that white ball, it would have just rolled and rolled. Beautiful outfields of Fane Oval here at Warners Bay. Similar sort of one. There's an appeal for LBW. Her bat actually got it first, I think. And it found the pads. And this time contact is made with the Grey Nichols bat. Nature Thomas Williams tries to find the gap. Misfield sees a chance for 2 runs, also a chance for a run out really. Rach Ward got down there quick as she could. Brilliant running, ladies. That was a fantastic call to run 2. They moved to 37 and have only lost 1 wicket in the process. So not to speak too early, but a massive upset could be on the cards here. The Hornets are top of the table, and the Warners Bay Cricket Club are batting themselves in beautiful form. They currently place 7th. So how lucky we are at the Warners Bay Cricket Club to have 2 women's teams. This is the Women's Bay White team, and the Maroon team are away tonight. But they are split into 2 teams, which is great to see that many numbers. Wednesday nights, 5 PM in a T20 format. There are 13 rounds. The top 4 play finals. Round 1 was completely washed out, so this is actually round 4, but only their 3rd game. O'Neill, opening batsman for the Hornets tonight, is bowling right now. Wart stepped out to it that time. Classy move. Get some nice close-ups of Rach Wart's batting style. Definitely worth the straight bat, that ball. O'Neill sending down darts to Wart. Rach Wart just guides it to that gully position. Enough for a single. Nice looking shot. And Rach Wart. Great power from the middle. Scooped it out all the way to the boundary. Good follow with the camera there. And you can see just how much power she had on it because it kept trickling all the way to the men's boundary. How good. So, Curl gets welcome to her first spell of the night, a no ball and a 4 runs. That's 5 to her first ball straight up. $29-run partnership in the middle between opening batsman and first drop. And the misfield, that's going to allow for another quick single, and Nature Thomas Williams will come on. So some loopy bowling from Curl, struggling to find some momentum as she comes into the first over of her spell. No balls, just left, right and centre. Thomas Williams gets some bat to that one. For a single, that's also been signalled a no ball, so really struggling to find some consistency, but not a problem. She'll find the right tone soon. Just discussing with the umpire what this means for how many balls she can bowl. And that one, Ward hoists high. Not much of a chance there. Came off the top edge, landed safely. 32-run partnership in the middle of Fane Oval. How good. These batsmen staying out here for a while now. Only a couple more balls to drinks. 5 more, should I say. And that one down on one knee. Well hit. Straight from the middle. Loaded up like a cannon. And just ripped it to the boundary. Elise Perry style. Past our new scoreboard. And Anitra Thomas-Williams doing what she does best. And it looks like here that the maximum amount of balls has been bowled in this over, and drinks are going to be run out to the batsmen as we swap ends. They'll be bowling from the cricket net end this time. 10 overs down, 10 to go, a target of 101. 44 more runs to get to be proclaimed winners. And the first time they'll be proclaimed winners as well if they can get up tonight, the Warners Bay Cricket Club White Women. How good would it be to see them achieve a win? They've been trying to for the last 3 weeks. Good scenes at Fane Oval with the people come down to support their friends and family. And we have light. The lights have come on at Fane Oval. If you might be able to see in your picture there, got some fantastic zoom on this camera. Might be able to see the lights at Fane Oval. Ovals number 1 and 2 all lit up. How good. Panoramic view. Very nice lights as well. Will keep us well lit for the rest of the night. Right now it's Wart and Thomas-Williams in the middle. Fantastic little single to start. That one just flicked artfully away. Not sure if it was off bat or pads. They'll cross regardless. So 39-run partnership out there in the middle. 39 runs combined, off 50 balls combined. Not bad at all. Exactly halfway through the 10th over now. And keeper fumbled it. Firm call for no run. That one, Rach Wart got some bat onto it. Fantastic running back and forth together, good communication, good teamwork. And O'Neill finishes her second, none for four. Great figures. And you can see the looks of happiness and determination from the batsman in the middle, discussing what will be the plan from here on in. And it's a simple one: hit the runs and hold our wickets. And one passes a wide. That one dropped by the keeper, and unfortunately there was many bites at the apple there to catch it and just couldn't hang on. Lucky though that it was a no ball, would it not have counted anyway. But Rachel Wart, a shaky 39th ball, her 40th much stronger. Good pumping action from the back foot. She moves herself to 25. Exactly half off 50 runs. She could well be in contention for that tonight. Thomas Williams overdid it a bit on the stretch out. And that one, Wart just swings around like a Hills Hoist clothesline and finds the boundary with apparent ease. Brings up 71 runs for the Warners Bay Cricket Club. And the emotion from the sidelines, the emotions from the middle. This is a very fast and professional, quality looking run chase here at Fane number 1. Similar looking shot, good power on it. Drop of the knee at the boundary will stop it all. Fast outfield here at Fane Oval number 1, a lovely deck. And Thomas Williams loads up. Mistimed it slightly. The throw not quite there for a run out. So Curl finishes up. Now for 29 off 2 is her bowling figures for the night. And look at the cheering from the crowd. How good. They are so excited to be here tonight. Plenty of people enjoying an evening at Fane, full of free cricket, big hits, big wickets. It has been a great show this afternoon to watch. And if you can't be here and watching it, well, you can be listening or watching it to it live and exclusive on our YouTube channel as well. So how good. Thomas Williams off the edge, potentially, maybe not. And news from inner Newcastle, our Warners Bay Maroon women have just been proclaimed winners over Newcastle City Sabres. They were chasing 50 runs to win and achieved that well. Best batsman of the day was Alice Chandler with 14 runs off 34 deliveries. Only lost 5 wickets in the process. Our best bowlers were Chelsea Veeney, 2 for none. Lily Watkins, 2 for 4. Mountford, 2 for 8. 3 bowlers with 2 wicket hauls. Back foot slice. Notches the total to 75. Closing in now on the elusive 101 runs needed to achieve a W here this evening. .26 runs to get off 8 overs. And the Hornets still have a chance to bowl out Warners Bay here. And just edged craftily into gully. Enough time for another single. Just stacking the singles, nothing wrong with that. Rach Ward, she's on fire. 45 balls of absolute excellence and 31 runs to her name. That brings up a 50-run partnership in the middle between Rachel Watt and Anitra Thomas-Williams. They have batted excellently together, single after single. Couple of boundaries just before drinks there. Charges it almost for the single. Bottom edges it into the turf. Rachel's got a bit of running to do. Gets back safely. Fantastic call. They believe they could, so they did. Anitra Thomas-Williams moves her total to 20. End of the 13th over now. This broadcast brought to you by Warners Bay Sports Club, Hub Consultants and Subway Warners Bay. Eat fresh. Farm fresh meats, affordable yardmen, Cardiff Mitsubishi and Cardiff Car Clinic. Thanks to Daniel and Ashley at Cardiff Car Clinic for all your mechanical needs. We're bringing you this very exciting game and seeing shots like that, which would have run if they could nab a edge or something to it. And that's a powerful looking shot. Just unloaded it onto the offside. Raw emotion and encouragement from underneath the clubhouse. I believe it's the voice of maybe Betsy Berzicott in the pads. Not quite. Points for enthusiasm, though. Everything that's been on the pads has been appealed tonight. Thanks to our official umpires for coming out tonight as well. We've done a wonderful job. Wides, no balls, everything in between. Wart gets the top edge to it. Will it run? Don't think so. Fielder stops it well. On the shoe. Would have been a fantastic shot. Had he got some bat to it. Just mistimed it a little bit. Came down faster than maybe anticipated. So Hornets, nicely done field, not much room for boundaries here. 1 for 80 at the end of the 13th. 20 more runs to get. 21 more runs to get, sorry. Plenty of wickets in hand. So drinks being run. Thomas Williams having it through the helmet. Good running from the players on the sideline getting the drinks out. And that little image just shows you how packed the Fane Oval Clubhouse is tonight with supporters. Hornets and Warners fans alike. O'Neill, she's had a fantastic night. None for 8. 3 overs. And they're really trying to hype up the appeal now. They really believe it's LBW. They can't believe it's not. It's worth an applause from the Warners Bay Cricket Club girls. They thought it was amazing. The energy in it. They just believed. Not sure how amusing Rach Wart found it. I think she'd like to hold her bat a little longer. Especially when she's nearing ever closer to the half century. So 20 round more runs to get in 6 overs. Slips through the keeper. Byes being stacked on now. So Byes won't go to O'Neill's total for tonight. That single will, however. So both Anitra and Rach still looking well energised out there in the middle. Maybe puffing a little bit. They have been out there for, well, Anitra at 25, Rach 53. Rach has been out there all game, really. She was the opening batsman, and Anitra's come into as first drop. And Everett, she's been the only wicket taker tonight, 1 for 8 off 3. And personally, as a cricket commentator and fan of the Warners Bay Cricket Club, who has sat here for only one other game here at Fane Oval, I can tell you right now that this is my favourite hour of the night, twilight hour, where those lights that we had Alex zoomed in on before start to become a little more prominent on the grass. Its sun is very low, just casting a little pink tinge over towards the shopping complex there, eastern side. You can hear the birds coming up to the trees for the night. And if you're lucky enough, Warners Bay might be on their way to a win. Those 4 runs will certainly help. Crosses the boundary. Total moves to 87. All it took was a top edge. And Anitra Thomas-Williams in absolute fine form. The number 1 leading from the front foot. And the Hornets staying lively in the field. And that one sliced away like a knife through hot butter. Scrambling effort. I think it might have been Stone on the leg side there. And all it took was a tickle of the willow, just using the pace of the ball. And Rach is called for 2. She wants it desperately. If she can't have 4 that it deserves, she'll have half. And the noise from the clubhouse is raucous, because Rachel Ward has single-handedly patted her back tonight and said, "Team, jump on. I'm going to carry the runs for us tonight." And of course, it's been helped along by Anitra Thomas-Williams, but 35 unbeaten runs. It's simply poetry in motion with a cricket bat for Rachel Ward. And her partner in crime, Anitra Thomas-Williams, she's come on strike now, 27 of her own handy runs. 11 runs to get for the Warners Bay Cricket Club. They're 11 runs away from taking on their first win. Like a cannon, launched it from the middle. Anitra Thomas-Williams just giving wow factor on it now. "94 runs. And that one makes it on the full. Gets there for 6 runs. The umpire has called it. Launched it from the middle. Anitra Thomas-Williams. The crowd is loving what they're seeing. Round 1 was washed out by rain, hail and wind. Round 2 they fell 16 runs short. In round 3 it was just 7. And now tonight, on their home turf, the Warners Bay Cricket Club White Girls stand on the brink of a win they've waited a long time for. Bowling efficiently with pace, accuracy, and hands of steel that caught many balls that went skybound. the batsmen have come out and delivered with ease. Anitra Thomas-Williams on strike now. How hard they've trained, how long they've waited for it. 7 runs short last week. And now on their home turf, waiting, holding us all at bay. 1 run. One run. And the scenes will be like nothing you've ever seen before. Like a cannon from the middle, the winning runs came off the bat of Anitra Thomas-Williams. And ladies and gentlemen, the greatest show we've seen this week at Fane Oval has come to a close. The Warners Bay Women White Girls have hit the winning runs. They have beaten the first place Kotara Hornets by 7 wickets. Unbelievable. It's been an upset we didn't see coming. And it's been led from the front foot there by those 2 batsmen, Rachel Ward and Anitra Thomas-Williams. 35 and 41 not out consecutively. 7 runs short last week, 16 runs short in round 2. Round 1 washed out. And the fairy tale does a full cycle because the first win has been claimed. How good for the Warners Bay Cricket Club. And it's not just the Warners Bay White Girls that got up tonight. The maroon white side also claimed a handy victory over the Newcastle City Sabres. And look at those pictures there. Smiles, high fives, fist bumps, the lot. Shaking hands at the umpire. And I think they've spotted the camera. Loving every second of it out there. The first win feels. And it's scenes you can't write. Anitra Thomas-Williams needed 1 run and she kept us waiting for 3 balls. Made me build up the fairy tale too long before I had nothing to say, and then cannon one from the middle.
They're in that room. They're in the trolley in that room. So.
She was fantastic tonight. Rachel Ward, much the same. 35. Unfortunately, she probably didn't finish with the highest runs of the night, despite how deserving she was of that. But you'll hear the noise now. The club song is on the cards. The Hornets concede their first loss of the season. Now keep in mind, Warners Bay have come from 7th out of 10 teams to really start and make a dent in their season. And they've upset the first place team. They've done it only losing 1 wicket and in 17 overs as well. Kept them to 101. Made 104. Lost 1 opener in the process. How good. And there's always one that will be out there with the cones.
It's all on the trolley. So
doing their bit for the club, for the team. It's good to see. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warners Bay Cricket Club White Girls get their win over the Kotara Hornets. I've been your caller, Oliver Croft. We'll be back live and exclusive on Frogbox this Saturday. Join in from 1:30 p.m. It's a bumper clash. It's Division 5, Warners Bay versus the Valentine Elibana Cricket Club. You don't want to miss it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next call. Ladies and gentlemen, as an exclusive, we're going to be going into the club rooms to get a go of the Warners Bay Cricket Club team song. Let's take a look.
Scrap those wires, mate.
Exclusive frog box vision, never seen before. How good.
Hello? You coming in?